Ahem. Hello. Uh, Today we're going to be playing. Uh, for now, we're going to be playing Class Reunion Chat Room. So, that's good. I am. Space to advance the story. Type the gray pre-written text into the chat box if Amy is responding, and press the send button or enter to send it. Alternatively, you can press the double arrow button to autofill the text. Okay. This game features descriptions of violence, gore, and animal cruelty. Story is a warning. It's like last night and the night before barely any customers came. Whatever, as long as I get paid. Looks like it started raining when I got home. Guess I was lucky. Can't open the window and let fresh air in without getting my laptop wet though. Alright, how should I kill time tonight? The big disadvantage of being awake when everyone else is asleep was that I had no one to chat with after getting home. Sometimes I'd play random games and find on the internet or watch a movie, unproductive stuff. Which is probably a bad habit considering I still hadn't figured out what direction to take my life in. Let me put some music first. This is the perfect soundtrack for a chill rainy night. An email? I barely get any emails. The store manager usually contacts me via SMS and my friends via full chat. It's an email by Blaze Mark 3. I haven't had that name in forever. Blaze is an old classmate of mine. He was the smartest in our grade. No, probably the whole school. He also generally kept the people at arm's length. I barely knew anything about him because of that. Why was he sending me an email? Dear Amy Waterfield, my name is Blaze Mark 3. You might remember me from our shared time at school. Recently, a couple of past classmates and I decided that it would be a great idea to catch up with everyone. This might serve as a great opportunity to reforge connections and to learn more about the paths everyone has taken. Ideally, this could result in an in-person reunion in the future. I have linked an invitation to a group chat that we created and invited all classmates to below. Note that you will need a free piece of chat, so don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Yours sincerely, Blaze Smart 3. This meeting was oddly informal for an invitation to a class reunion chat. The way Blaze wanted it seems more like a business opportunity. Either way, this sounds like a great idea. The only person I kept in touch ever since leaving school was my best friend Liv. Generally, I did enjoy my time at school, and most people in my class were pretty cool. I'd also love to know what they're currently doing. Maybe they could give me some ideas for my future. Alright, it's settled. Time to join the group chat. Not that anyone would be online at this time of night. Seems there are 3 people aside from me have joined the chat so far. Blaze, someone called Gigi, and my make. Oh, Blaze is writing something. Seems like he is still awake after all. Oh, it's nice to see you here. You're the first to join this group chat aside from us 3. Who came up with the idea for this class reunion project? The purpose of this group chat is to catch up with our past classmates and forge connections. So let us know if you have any questions or concerns. You're the only one I know who writes such long paragraphs in full chat. And was that all of that information already in your email? It never hurts to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Also, I would recommend spelling it email as it is a compound made of words of electronic and mail. You don't write e-business or e-learning, don't you? Anyway, it's nice to meet you again. Admit. I have to admit that I'm not. Let me just fix this real quick. Not fully sure whose name belongs to who. I told you using your full name as your chat, or at least your first name, just like Amy would, make things a lot easier. But Gigi sounds way cute. Anyway, I'm Angie. We hung out one time, if you still remember. Now that she mentioned it, we did hang out once. We weren't particularly close though. Angie was someone who got along with everyone in our class, and who was always surrounded by a bunch of other girls. It wasn't the same when we went shopping. She invited me directly, and I wasn't sure how to decline. I initially assumed we would go with a few people, but we ended up going as a group of 15. Okay, that's a lot. Hanging out with so many people at once was a bit much, yeah, I know. I didn't dislike Angie though. I genuinely enjoy hanging out with her one-on-one. And you know, make us don't mind his frequent typographical errors. You have to get used to them. Hello. He's a bit shy, but he'll open up to you in no time. Oh my god. Oh, what is... Okay. Interacted. Okay, I thought intended. I don't think so. Mike didn't have too big of a presence, so I'm not surprised you don't remember him. Only because he was shy though. He was really good at sports. If he had been less timid, he would have been very popular. I didn't remember seeing them hanging out together. Kind of. It was Angie's fault. Don't make it sound like a bad. I noticed that Blaze and Mike always hung out alone, so I befriended them. We ended up hanging out frequently, and our friendship lasted beyond school. I wasn't good at making friends. I probably would have been fine alone, but it was still nice to have people to share my thoughts with. Aww. It was, by the way, also Angie's idea to create this group reunion chat. Mine and I ended up being dragged into it. Angie tends to be pretty disorganized, so I figured they need me to handle the administrative side. And I guess reforging contacts, just in case they come in handy later, isn't a bad idea either. I joined because I was hoping that I could get on my I could get to know my classmates properly, since I missed out on that when I was still in school. I noticed that you became more outgoing recently, Mike. I think that's great. What have you all been up to after leaving school? I'll start. This might come as a bit of a surprise, but I've been working in software development. It was a surprise indeed. And she was very open about herself to anyone who would listen, but I never heard of her being into tech. I personally think there was no reason to keep your love for programming a secret back then, Angie. Yeah, it wasn't anything bad at all. Ah well, I just thought it would make it made me seem weird or something. Tee hee. Well, my past suspicions are sometimes being confirmed, but fortunately, there are some colleagues and clients at my company that make snarky comments. They're just being poop-heads. Oh my god. Yeah, we know how skilled you are and what you do. Thanks, guys. I'm glad I was able to talk about my hobby with you too back then, at least. That was probably the reason why I got so close in the first place. Can you imagine my surprise, Amy, when Blaze came up to me out of the blue and told me that he knew that I was into programming? I thought that he thought he was about to blackmail me. Turns out he was just really smart and wanted to confirm his suspicions. It didn't make sense to keep it secret from Blaze and Mike after that, so I just poured my heart out after all the nerdy stuff I couldn't talk about with anyone else to them. Bit off topic, but that emoji he used gives me heartburn. Yes, it looks quite odd. I think it's cute. Anyway, you're next, Mike. You'll be surprised to hear what Mike has been up to, Amy. Actually, how about you guess first? I don't know Mike hello, so I was supposed to guess her. Something with sports. I guess I knew you'd guess that. It's probably a weird jump from sports, but I work with animals. Oh, I enjoyed sports in school, but I really also like biology. I always felt awkward around animals. I also felt less awkward around animals than in humans. So I ended up studying zoology and became a keeper. Yeah, it's really fun. I actually forgot to account for that I actually forgot to account for that I'd have to work with other people even when I'm working at the zoo. But my coworkers are really cool, and thanks to them I became a little bit more sociable. Sociable. Which is why I hope I can This is why I hope I can maybe get to know my classmates properly now. Anyway, I probably wrote too much. Your turn, Blaze. Blaze's story is probably more interesting. I see, my time has come then. I knew early on that I wanted to study and practice law. I figured it would be an adequate challenge and prove to be a fulfilling career path. After some research, I concluded that one sec. I concluded that one of my best options for me was Yale University in the USA. It was a fairly low acceptance rate, but I wasn't too worried. Currently, I'm in my last semester. Do you have any further questions? Well, it's hard to generalize as this is a very big country. But what impressed me was the contrast between big cities and the more rural parts of America. I also really like spending time at the parks. They're very pleasant. Forgot to ask earlier, but have you made friends there? I'd love to get to know them. He's not replying. That's probably a reply in and of itself. Blaze did always have trouble making friends of how unapproachable he made himself. I don't need any friends in America. I just hang out online with you. Oh, that's sweet. You know, Amy, you what? Amy plays. Amy, Blaze may seem very. Blaze may seem. Blaze may seem very unfriendly and pedantic, but he's actually very nice. He helped me with anything if I needed any help, and not just with studying. Yeah, it's a bit of a tsundere. What's a tsundere? You know, someone who seemed cold or harsh but kept more than kindness so you get to know them. The one who says it's not like I like you or anything. I would never say it. Sure. I wasn't following this conversation at all. The replies just made me more confused. Anyway, what about you, Amy? What have you been doing? No worries, I'll surely figure it out soon enough. Yeah, it took me some time thinking to find out what I want to be, that I want to be a keeper. There's no rush. I wouldn't recommend wasting too much time either though. But I guess there's nothing wrong with taking your time to make sure that you choose the right career path for you. They were a bit of an odd bunch, but they all seemed very nice people overall. Well, Blaze still seemed a bit stuck up, but I trust Amy and Mike's assessments of him. They knew him way longer than I did. My stomach's rumbling. Right, I still haven't done anything since coming home. I should get something to put back in the bag.